How's it going, YouTube? Welcome to Island of Vape. Today we're going to be checking out this particular e-liquid. It is Lick brand Vapors apples and dip in 6 milligrams. As you can see, this is only a 15 milliliter size bottle. It did come as part of a friend's vape mail. He didn't really get on with it. He's not into his sort of fruit flavours, so he's handed it over to me. I believe these also come in a 30ml bottle as well. You can certainly order those off the Lick Vapors website. And there's also an option for 120 milliliter bottles. If you're really into one of these flavours, one of the Lick brand flavours, you can order 120 milliliters. That's going to be a big bottle and it's going to last you a very long time. So you better really enjoy that liquid if you're planning on getting 120 mils of it. As far as nicotine strengths go on these, well, as you can see, it's actually got it on the side. You can get it in 0, 3, 6, 12 and 18. It's your standard sort of US sizes there. So what's the flavour marketed as? Well, it's down on their website as a crisp, cool apple dipped in a really gooey butterscotch dip, which sounds pretty good to me. As far as the smell of it goes, yeah, I mean, I'm definitely getting the apples, certainly more than anything else. But I mean, there's a hint of sort of butterscotch in there, I think, for sure. It's quite creamy. I'd almost go so far as to say it's like apples and a sort of ice cream, really, like vanilla ice cream. But hey, let's see how she vapes. So as always, vaping on the Sigelei 150 watt. I've actually got it in it's in a bog standard Aspire Nautilus tank there. I mean, it's a kind of old tank, but I swear by these. I think they're really good for flavour and cloud production as a sort of daily go-to cheap ass tank. I see this as more of a day in, day out kind of vape. So I'd certainly be loading up a bunch of these tanks with it. They're certainly the tanks that I've got the most of at the moment, so it's more than likely I'm going to have it in one of these. Settings wise, you can see there the coil is a 1.6 ohm coil, but it's reading as a 1.8 for some reason. I don't really trust the ohm readers on these Sigeleis. Vaping it at 16 watts. Yeah, some really good clouds off of that actually. It's fogging the room up pretty good. That's really nice. As far as the PG to VG ratio on this goes, it is a 40-60. So yeah, I mean, I'm pretty much getting the sort of clouds that I'd expect from a 40-60. Flavour wise, yeah, it's really big. It's really nice. The apple's really fresh, really big apple hit. That's great. I'm really liking that. As far as butterscotch goes, I'm not getting a great deal of butterscotch over this. Certainly in the smell that lingers afterwards. You can smell the butterscotch there, but in terms of the vape itself, it's mostly apple. I'll be honest with you. There's not a great deal of butterscotch or anything else in there. There's a kind of level of something else in there, sort of definitely a creamier sort of level to it. But I wouldn't say that it's like massive gooey butterscotch like they're sort of saying in the flavour profiles on the website. But no, it is nice. It's a really nice vape, really fruity, really flavoursome. The apple hit you get off it's really big. It's just like taking a big swig of some pure apple juice. It's great. Would I vape this all day? Yeah, I probably could. I took it with me to work today. I was vaping on it pretty much all day at work. I got on with it really well. It's not as heavy as some juices. It's not going to sit in your chest and make you cough and wheeze. It can be a little bit tart the first couple of times that you take a toke on it. Maybe initially you might kind of have a bit of a cough or choke. If you're not used to your apples, you might cough a little to begin with, but it's not going to be the end of the world. You'll get used to it really quickly. It's definitely worth a shot if you can find it. If you've had some vape mail, if you've had a sample box or something like that, and it's come in with a bunch of other liquids and you've overlooked it, grab it out, man, because this is like, it's a nice vape. It's a really nice vape. Certainly if you're into your apples, if you're into your fruit vapes, you could do much worse than this. So that's my thoughts on Lick brand Vapors, apples and dip. If you can find a bottle kicking around at your local vape store, certainly pick it up if you're into your apples, if you're into your dessert flavours, you won't be disappointed. As ever, I hope this video was informative, I hope you enjoyed it. Like, comment, subscribe, all the usual rubbish, and I shall see you next time. Happy vaping!